That's very accurate.
Yep.
But yeah, when's the most opportune time, Paleon?
We've done our research. Like I said, the plan was basically to set up the high stake game with your Baron that would distract them. We go in and search the strongbox.
You would know that I do have a connect to help set up that high stakes game.
Well, I mean, it was your idea.
Yeah.
So literally, the
Yeah.
entire thing leans on you. I'm checking in on his side when it's good for him.
Yep, I'm just making sure that that information is present for current goings on.
Sure, you're talking to your lawyer, and I'm talking to my criminal.
100%.
Basically, it's all about you deciding when. I would not wait too long though, because they might get suspicious. Things might change.
Of course not. That's why I'm checking in here in this public venue.
I mean, there's a crowd of people and there's noise everywhere. People are coming out, you know.
No.
and you're in the corner,
That was double-sided. Of course, I'm conducting my business in public because my business isn't criminal. Just two guys talking about getting a game together.
Pretty much.
The real trick is that Marcus is actually organizing a game of towers and harpies.
It's better than houses and births.
Seeing the conversation happen, I would actually look over to Garn to confirm if it's okay if I pop in to the combo.
I don't see a problem with that. I also lack the body structure to be able to indicate that properly.
If I don't get a head shake no, I will walk over and just well, I'm set to get this soiree started whenever's appropriate. Do we have a timeline? I think the sooner the better.
Also, would be good that if they do have it, and they might try to sell it, especially outside the city. They haven't tried to move it already.
Okay, well, if that's the case, maybe I should try and establish it for tomorrow night. If we've done our reconnaissance.
Yes.
I look up at the moon. How close to the crescent is it? Are we in yesterday or are we in tomorrow right now?
No, you're past midnight right now.
Damn it. I cursed to myself.
Yep.
As Barakat can attest, tomorrow never comes.
Looking up. Well, technically tonight maybe, but yes, no, I will definitely get the connections going, and I will start the stakes. I believe I have enough money to start the game even by myself, and I can get some other people coming in. Kix can come in, and it will. We will definitely cause a distraction.
Kix. While all this is happening, do an investigation. I
like investigation.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be for this. It's to see if you can spot somebody. Why am I stuck in terms?
I guess perception then.
Perception, yes.
There you go. Let's do it. 19. Wow, I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, you do realize, and it was very difficult because everybody, even your very observant teammates, were focused on what was happening on stage. Mm-hmm. But in back of the cheat sheets, you recognize somebody exiting the theater as you're getting up from the balcony.
Who's in the cheapest seats?
Could be anyone.
Well, no,
could be you.
Could even be a boat.
It could
it's
even
Bob, the guy from the stand I bought all the snacks from.
I knew it. Bob's come back.
Could even be Brave.
Quick, I want to throw my new dagger at him.
Oh, interesting. He's already in the city. I thought it would take him another couple days.
Well, he was supposed this is the weekend. This is week, so yeah, he would be coming in a week.
Yeah, so we got here a little bit early.
Yeah. And with his bodyguard, night bodyguard.
I think this is the point where I'll probably like shoulder Lael and kind of go, Lael, don't make eye contact, but over there, it's the broody man.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
He just does.
What?
All right, I say to Kix, do you wish me to follow?
You've read my mind. Don't get in trouble.
I smile and I say, well, you know me by now.
Especially don't get in trouble. It's emotional.
I'm assuming I'm dressed up really richly at the moment. Like, wearing that tunic that I got from the tailor.
Yeah, with the half cape and everything. Yeah.
All right. Can I still sneak with this on?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not like you're wearing high heels. That.
Those I have the boots that are made for walking.
Mhm.
And the cheap pants. Anyway, all right, then I guess stealth to follow him.
Are you gonna pass without trace?
That's actually a good point.
I mean, it's nighttime. There should be shadows all over the place.
Yeah. But it is also just like +10 stealth. I don't know. I mean, we took a long rest, so you should have
+10 to stealth. Yes, I do have enough points. I will actually cast it. Just for the heck.
Yeah.
You can tell I've written that by myself, and I guess this will be the roll. So a +10 on this, whatever I roll. So it's a crit. So it's a 39.
You're one with the shadows, basically. I'm not even gonna bother.
So
it's for you. You have been in the city long enough that you sort of instinctually know where all the shadows are and act natural, right? And you follow them up north to the very rich areas of the city, past this wall into this area right here, into a mansion near somewhere very well appointed mansion.
Oh. And I look around, like is it like within like the middle of the city? I'm sorry, I must have missed the ping.
Well, the pin. I put it the pin again. Pin is somewhere around here.
Oh, it's not the middle of the city at all. It's in like the outskirts.
Yeah, above H4 in the rich part of the city there.
Yeah,
All right.
part of it.
Okay. And all right, so nobody can see me, I assume, and
Bro, you're so stealthy, you can't even find yourself.
no, that's a scary thought. All right, they go inside the mansion?
Yeah.
Is there any way I can sneak inside the mansion?
You can jump the fence.
I mean, that's not even. I hope that's not a problem.
You have the power of teleportation.
You also have the
could also
power of
just
wall
run
climbing.
the fence.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I know. Like, I literally just was gonna say. Like, I'll just like run up the fence. I don't think anything will stop me at this point, unless if they got something magic around here, which they probably do. Who knows?
What are the quality of your shoes?
I'm wearing the boots.
Shame, it was an anti-boot fence.
You go over the other side, and when you land on the other side, for a brief moment, you in the darkness, you see like a couple of guards, and between the couple has a mastiff, and the mastiff is kind of sleeping. Goes back to sleep.
Such a good dog.
Good doggy.
Yeah.
All right, I'm over the fence then. I guess looking for a way inside where I can stay completely in the shadows.
There's guards that escort the pair of them into the main building, right?
Yeah.
And after a couple of minutes, they start turning off the lights. Apparently, they're going to sleep.
Oh, that's perfect. Is there a window nearby?
Oh, there's plenty of windows.
Is there a window nearby that leads to a room that is pretty dark, with no guards in it or anything like that?
Well, you see guards doing the outer rounds, right? And you see like you see guards that are doing like between the near the wall. There's a pair of guards with a dog going the rounds, and then you see another pair counterclockwise doing it close to the building.
Hmm.
So, but it seems like they turn off all. There briefly maybe a brief light in the second floor, and then it goes out again. So everything seems to be dark.
So
Everything
then,
indoors.
I guess like here's my question: can I actually do that shadow teleportation thing through a window?
You have to see your target.
Can I see through the window?
These are kind of medieval target windows, so basically they're basically colored paint. So when you see light from within, but they're not like modern windows that you see clearly. You would have to open the window.
The
All right,
ones higher up are probably shutters. These ones may have curtains drawn, I
Yeah.
suppose, right?
All right, that actually answers a couple of questions. All right. Opening the window would make noise, so I would have to do the silence thing. Is it possible to run up the wall to a window on the second floor, and would that be easier to get like see through or anything like that?
I mean, these are medieval windows.
I'm just
Wait,
checking
wait,
if there's a
wait.
difference. That's all.
Yeah, there's no difference. No.
Okay.
I
You
mean,
know, I mean, if
supposedly-
the house wants ventilations, they probably have to be shutters at that point on the higher floors.
and there's probably a couple of chimneys as well. You want to try those?
Like go down like Santa Claus.
It will be a tight squeeze, but
Yeah, famously,
Yeah.
nobody ever dies going down the chimney.
I mean, I'm skinny enough, and I also have one arm, so
By
I
the
can
way,
fit.
I love the Gremlins movie.
yeah.
Nobody
If you
has
saw the
ever
landing, could
been
you just teleport
suffocated in
through?
a chimney before.
Yeah, I
Actually,
mean, he could. Yeah, he could teleport to.
okay.
the
So
place
then you
of-
know what? Can I actually like? It's a 2-story building.
Yeah,
Can I actually run up the building to the roof?
yeah. I mean, what's your movement? 50,
55
50
right
feet-
now.
50 yeah, if you do a full run, you easily.
Yeah, I run up to the roof. Nobody's seeing me, and then I'm gonna go to like one of the chimneys on the roof. I'm actually gonna look down it. Do I see anything with the dark vision or anything like that?
No, you see, it's empty. Oh, there's some, coals and dead the detritus of people using the thing. But aside from that, that's
All right. You say, the coals it doesn't look like it was it on recently. Can I tell or no?
not from this distance.
I'm gonna get this clothing so scuffed up badly now. All right, just in case, I'm going to take the cape off that I had. The thing that was covering my arm, and wrap it neatly in, I guess, like my little fanny pack or like whatever like that, so that doesn't get messy. And the other clothing we just do dry cleaning on it. And I'm gonna shimmy down the chimney for a little bit.
Okay.
And then if I start falling, I will teleport.
Okay, you can do an acrobatics.
Awesome.
Yeah, you shimmy carefully down. In fact, it's a good thing that you have such a high number because you were about to hit the floor, although you have shoes. You're certainly going to get burned by the remaining embers, right?
Yeah,
They're not strong enough to the heat you can feel up top, but they're basically once you disturb them, it would be hot. So you're like, okay, and you sort of come out on the other end. It's still dusty and
Yeah.
but
Okay. Are my feet covered in soot?
no, you managed to shimmy out of it.
So if I walk around, I will not leave footprints, is what I'm asking.
Well, the rest of you is covered in suit.
Hmm.
Yeah. So you will have to dust off or take off your clothes.
I will take off my clothes and walk around naked.
Okay.
And at this point, basically, I'm asking if I touch or move, or if I touch anything, will I leave any like evidence behind? Is that what I'm asking at this point?
It depends on what you do with your dusty clothes, where you put them, etc.
I will. Okay, I will search the. You know, no. Here's what I'll do. I will take my shirt, like use it as almost like as a makeshift sack with all the other dusty clothes. Put them in it, and I will leave like it as a bundle near the chimney, but not close enough where it'll catch fire from the embers. You know, because and so if there's a little soot on the floor, fine, but you know, it is what it is. So now you just have like this naked elf walking around this house.
Yeah, we get the sensor darkness thing where the rays of light only catch your face
Oh, please,
as
yes.
as you walk around, right? Right.
I
maybe-
already have
Although
my
one
story
butt shot.
planned if I get caught, by the
Yeah.
way. So.
And maybe when you turn around, you see the one butt cheek as you turn around, right? So but that's about it.
So where the room I'm in, what room does it look like?
It's look like I can make it like I'm gonna call it a study.
Oh, perfect. Is there like a desk or anything nearby?
Yes, there is. There's
Is there
small desk in the
anything?
corner.
Oh, good. Is there anything on the desks? Any papers,
It
notes?
seems to be have been cleaned, right? But you can, in the darkness, you can actually see the outline of like where several papers would have been. Normally,
Mhm.
nobody would see that, but you can see it. Like a little bit of dust that somebody hasn't dusted. I mean, this place is not too dusty, but at the same time, it's lived in. So sometimes you see the tiny little, indentation of where the paper would have been, papers would have been stacked or something like that, quite a bit of some time, right?
Roger that. Okay. So I'm assuming first floor or second floor. Do I know where I am?
First of all, we went
First floor.
all the way. The chimneys just start
Went all the way down.
all the way up. Yeah.
I'm assuming nobody's awake in the house unless if I don't know for sure. So I'm going to.
You can do a perception.
Oh dear, that's my weakness. Well, then not this time.
As you're sort of listening, you hear moving outside of the studio you are, the room that you're in, and you see like the reflection of the light on from underneath the door sill, right, on the bottom, like somebody's moving, but trying to be quiet.
Roger that. So somebody else is up, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And what time is it, by the way? I'm assuming it's like 2 a.m. or something.
2 in the morning, yeah.
Yeah. Uh, when the light goes away, is there where can I use that moment to quietly sneak out of the room and start searching?
Yeah.
Do you need me to roll it all or no?
No, not so far. I'll make roll somebody somebody shows up and it's gonna. You still have your +10, so.
Yeah.
How long doesn't that
1 hour.
last? 1 hour. Yeah, you still have a +10.
Okay.
Yeah, when you step out of the room, you realize that the light is at the bottom, at the end of the corridor, where you hear somebody moving like pots and stuff like that. Like maybe they're in the kitchen or in the pantry.
Somebody's hungry.
Yeah, and that's about it.
I will ignore them, and if they are there, then that means maybe upstairs might be open. Is there a stairwell nearby at all?
Right beside you, once you come out of the study, right there is a stairwell that goes to the second.
Oh, that's perfect. I will creep up to second floor. How many doors or things do I see?
Oh, it's once they're landing second landing that you're in the second floor. Now this is clearly an area which is just rooms, right? Sleeping. In fact, when you look to your left, you see 2 guards. In one of the rooms at the end seems to be like a larger room, and they're basically sort of against like the walls, right? Like talking, at a very low voice, right?
Do I actually
Or-
hear what they're saying?
They seem to be talking about getting back home. This is boring. I thought we got more time to go with girls, right, etc. They hit up the brothel. I can't do that. Maybe do some gambling. They're soldiers basically, bitching
Yeah.
and moaning that they're, you know, they're, but they do seem to have like a country accent. Like the people that don't live usually in the city, like like former farmer boys, right? Signed up for military mercenary.
Yeah, they're
service.
constables probably.
Yeah. So and they're complaining. They're just complaining. And they do seem to have tabards over their uniform.
And
It-
they're
I can-
guarding a specific room.
Yeah. At the end of the corridor, there's a pair of double doors, and they're guarding that.
Oh, that's probably where our Lord is sleeping then.
Mhm.
Any other rooms or doors that are open? Or
Not open, but you see 4 doors, 2 to your left, 2 to your
and the guards are at the left, right?
they're at the bottom. So
Oh, they're at the bottom. So it's like
it's 5. It's 2, 2, and then the 5th is at the bottom.
okay. So we can do a Scooby-Doo bit. All right. How do I get them to leave their post?
You make a noise somewhere else.
Well, no, I know that. How yeah, but how do I do that without drawing any other suspicion?
Do it the Far Cry way and throw a rock.
Or a D20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a toughie.
In fact, as you're pondering what to do, you hear a creak on the stairs below you. Like, all right.
Oh joy.
Somebody trying to be quiet, but clearly, they're
that-
not you.
Does that actually alert the guards?
Not the guards don't seem to be changing position at all.
So they're idiots. All right, the door to the left near me, is it like locked?
They closed. You're gonna go and check if it's locked.
Yeah, basically.
It's open.
Can I open it quietly?
Yeah.
Okay. I open it quietly. I close the door slightly. But I want to keep like enough open so I can like peek out without maybe somebody specifically noticing, to
Okay.
see if somebody actually passes by.
As you're coming in, the light that you saw downstairs, it's coming your way. Like
Yeah,
heading
that's
straight for
exactly.
heading straight for you for the door.
Oh shit! I picked the wrong door.
In fact, you realize that this room is pretty small. Like it's just a bed and maybe a place to keep clothing, and that's about it, right? So you're in maybe some servants, right? And there's
Oh,
just a
dear.
window, window behind you, a small bed, and a place to keep, clothes, and that's about it.
Okay. I'm gonna. Can I climb under the bed?
You could. You basically have to get like flat, completely flat.
Yeah.
And you hear voices like, sorry, excuse me, sorry. Like a female voice, apologizing. And some other guards are like, yeah, whatever.
Oh god, this is.
Real
I just forgot. I'm
so
naked.
awkward for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hiding under the bed at the moment. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
you're basically flat like this.
Yeah.
Like this, basically.
I'm assuming, and then I would presume she comes in and all that stuff.
Yeah, she puts in, and she, you hear like she's pouring some water, and you hear like loud drinking. Like when you wake up at 2 a.m, you're very thirsty.
Yeah.
You just gotta gulp up that water. It's like, I gotta do something about this. And then she goes into bed, and the bed, and you're like, pressing is like you can feel the weight in your chest. You can still, but it's like you're feeling the weight. Whoever this lady is, she's not very light.
Yeah, I can tell. After like maybe 10 minutes of holding my breath to not die, and be crushed, I'm assuming that the lights are out. She's going back to sleep, right?
Yeah, about a minute or so, you start hearing.
Okay, I start crawling out and then getting back outside.
Acrobatics.
Ooh,
You got
dear.
to shimmy out of there. Yeah, you do.
Watch, I get a failure on that. That would have been hilarious.
Yeah.
Um,
Basically, when
alright.
you come out, you see a older lady, maybe a human, presumably in her 50s, maybe 60s, with a long white nightgown, but seems to be more like gray out of use, right? And she's just like,
Do I,
He's
notice, do I notice like any keys or anything like that on like maybe a dresser or anything nearby?
There don't seem to be any.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I head back outside. I leave the door slightly open or
Mhm.
whatever, just in case, because I want to make too much noise. Are the two guards still there?
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, they just switch positions. Morning will come. It's like, and he points to one of the guards. Who goes like, "If you make another joke about taking an arrow to the knee, I swear to God, I'll punch you." I'm just saying. It's just like, it happened. I got married. It's like whatever.
Okay. So now I'm going to do something very drastic. I'm going to go on the right side now. The door that's on the other side.
Yeah.
Is it locked?
No,
Can I? Oh, I slowly open it. Is there somebody inside sleeping?
no, it's empty. It's
Good.
basically a mirror of that you've been for. Apparently, these two rooms are just for servants, right? There might be others, but this might be the upstairs servants.
Okay. So, is there a window that I can open?
Yes.
I open the window and I want to. This is going to sound silly or ridiculous, I guess, but I want to climb out the window back to the roof and then climb to the side where I assume the Lord's room is in.
Okay.
So I'm basically going to circumnavigate the guards and spider climb my way down to the Lord's room. He has a window there, right?
He's still naked. He left his clothes.
Yes, I am still naked. Don't worry, my plan is literally to
Commando.
jump back down the chimney, grab the clothes, teleport back up, and get the hell out of here.
Okay. So yeah, this is a large window. I gotta open it somehow.
Yeah. Okay, this is where I want to cast silence for myself to
Mhm.
open the window.
Okay.
So I'm marking off those key points. I still have like 5 left, just so you know.
Yeah.
And what do I need to do to open the window? I guess is there actually a check involved or no?
Yeah, because it's closed, so we have to have a latch. Have thieves tool.
I don't have those.
Yeah. The other one would be to smash the window.
That's a bad idea. All right, can I see inside the room? Is it the Lord's room, or is it still like grainy?
The size of the window is a double-sided window, and it sort of opens like this. So it tells you it's again, you can't really see through the window, and only light comes through, basically, but not, where it's just like as patterns and flowers.
Right.
But it's big enough and the regular position of it that it's at the Lord's room. Only it's the master bedroom.
Okay, so now here's a question, and this is gonna sound weird. Is there a way I can maybe break a little bit of the window where I can get just enough of a look inside to teleport in?
You try to break the windows, and he's going to break one of the windows completely. It's going to shatter.
Okay, so that's a bad idea. I don't want to like arouse suspicion. All right, well, I'm going to. I'm terrible at that, but I kind of want to do it just to see the reaction. No, it's a bad idea. I'm gonna go back to where the chimney is. Shimmy down.
Okay.
Do you need me to roll again?
Shimmy down.
Shimmy down. I grab my clothing bundle, I guess.
Yeah. Now that you're naked, but now basically you're, well, I wouldn't go so far, but basically you're covered in suit, at least from the neck down.
Yeah, I know. I grab the clothing bundle, teleport back up to the roof,
Mm-hmm.
and I sadly didn't find anything. That's the problem. Okay, in the yeah, here's what I'll do. In my equipment and whatnot, let's see. I'm gonna check my equipment for a quick second. Did I ever get those darts back from you, Kix, or did you keep those?
Oh, I thought you just gave them to me. Yeah, I still have them.
All right, never mind. But I do have the dagger, right? Or I have the wakizashi. Can I actually use the wakizashi to maybe like as like a makeshift sort of screw or pick for the window at all?
But it will be with disadvantage.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
A makeshift crowbar.
What would this be? Like sleight of hand?
In this case, because you're not training things to straight up dexterity
Straight. That's actually really good for me.
at disadvantage.
Well,
Yeah. I mean, you have the silence, so nobody hears what you're, messing with it.
mm-hmm.
But you were almost close enough that you were going to break the latch and jam it. So yeah. Did you roll? Yeah. So it's like, yeah, you keep tempering with it. Either you're going to break the window, or actually jam it shut. Either way.
Hmm.
One thing
So
they
the
didn't
way-
teach you in the
I'm sorry. Say that
Yeah.
again.
the only thing they didn't teach you in the monastery was with picks and locks.
Yeah, I'm not a rogue. I can't. That's like stuff I don't use. I mean, I guess I really should pick up a thieves toolkit, shouldn't I? All right. So here's a question. That dagger, when I throw it in recall and whatnot, how does that work? Do I need to have line of sight of the throw and the recall,
Yeah.
or
It doesn't teleport anywhere. It
okay?
teleports back, but you got to be able to see the target in order to hit it.
So, like, if let's say I threw it at a window and it goes through the window, and if I could see it through the window, can it come back to me?
I mean, you basically break the window.
No, I know that. I'm just asking, like, as an example.
Oh yeah, if you can see inside the room after you broke the window, then yeah, you could record.
Okay. Now the problem though is now I'm covered in soot, so I can leave evidence if I go back inside the house, right?
Yes.
I have an idea. I know where this place is. I'll try again tomorrow. Unless we're doing like the poker game thing tomorrow. I guess we'll find out. So I'm going to take all my sooty clothing. I'm going to put the boots on and the pair of pants, and I'm just going to leave all the rest of the clothing in, I guess, the shirt, except the cape, which is nice. And I'm just going to go into the night.
There you go.
I thought about just running down the streets nude, but I think that's a bad idea also.
Seems
A couple
suboptimal.
ponds along the way you could hop in. And the river.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. My backup plan was also to try and convince the guards to let me in, but I have no idea how that would have gone.
It would.
Anyway, all right, I head back, I guess, to where we are. I'm assuming it's the giant, the sleeping giant.
Dix is already fast asleep at this point, I think.
I'm assuming everybody's asleep, so I just kind of.
Marcus is
Marcus is in his usual spot, reading a book.
I sneak up behind Marcus and I say, "You find anything good in there?"
What's your stealth?
It's a +9.
Marcus
You would
stabs
probably
you.
have to roll.
I don't know. I'm pretty good
Probably
at
have
sneaking
to
up.
roll.
Marcus has a base 26, right? So
All right, you
Um,
sort of see me coming.
You get close, and I'm just like, "Oh, welcome back."
That's how far you can see.
Oh, I can see quite far.
Yet it took you this long.
Oh, I noticed you before. I just didn't want to be rude.
Yes. Do you know where I can clean up?
I believe a bath would be the best for that. Or there's this thing that it's like a bath, but it's constantly running, and it's like a waterfall. That might do it.
That actually sounds quite zen. I'm gonna have to do that tomorrow. Also, do you know like a place to clean clothing without people asking?
Go to the poor areas of town near the river.
I mean, you're in an inn. You could probably ask people here to, they probably rent somebody who can clean your clothes. Like it's part of the service.
Yeah. I was kind of more like discreet about it because I don't want people to realize, hey, why is all your like fancy ass clothing that's like a couple of $100 gold or whatever it is, like covered in soot?
Okay, at this time of night, there's probably no one here who is awake, correct?
I mean, a couple of like servants late night in case somebody needs anything.
Cool.
that's about it.
I'll flag down one of the servants.
Yes, my lord. What can I do for you?
I will flick them a gold piece and say, clean these, return them to him. You never cleaned these.
It's a very shiny gold, sir. I appreciate it.
I thank you too, and I take off my pants and my boots, and now I'm naked again.
And he's like, I really appreciate this gold. And he's looking away like, and he takes your clothes.
I'm assuming there's like a blanket or a towel nearby at least.
Well, if you're gonna take a cold shower, yeah, but the common room, giving his clothes to this guy, he's like, well, I see. Yes. And he takes your clothes and folds it.
Yeah.
It's like, it should be ready tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Make sure that we're well taken care of.
Oh, I need the pants back then.
Don't have it.
Well, you should have pants upstairs. You got new ones. You now have 2 pairs of pants.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting about that.
Wait, did you get 2 pairs of pants? I thought you only got your old pants fixed.
No, so he got the
he
new
got-
outfit.
I got the whole outfit, and
He
I got
also
I got
repaired-
both.
His
So-
messed up pants.
So
And
he says like down at the over there to the corner there's a water and some soap.
oh, thank you so much. It's been dirty out there tonight.
That's a very
Interesting
gold.
part is
That's a very shiny gold piece.
it is.
Walk away. He's like, I'm not even gonna question it. The less I know, the better.
Yep.
I don't wanna,
100%.
yeah.
I quickly scrub up, and then I guess I will go upstairs to Kix's room and stealthily take my pants from him and his room
I just
somewhere.
gave that kid like 2 weeks worth of wages. So, yeah.
To see
Just
a
wakes up and
strange
finds he doesn't have pants.
to see a strange adult man stripped naked in front of him. You give a guy 2 weeks worth of wages.
More so strange adult elf, to be fair, not a man.
Well, I wasn't gonna. I mean,
Implications.
Lael, not a man. All right, heard it here.
No, it's an elf, technically. Let's be real.
I was judging you on gender, not species. So,
Oh, okay.
Lael, not a man.
Well, no, he is a man. He's a male elf.
He's a MILF.
No, he's not a MILF.
No, a
He's-
MILF. A MILF.
Missing
No.
more than one arm.
You don't know the story of MILF?
Melf, also the guy who created the acid arrow.
Exactly.
That guy.
Literally,
Isn't that
Yeah.
like actually where his name came from?
Yes. M
Yeah.
elf. Male elf. M. What's your name? My sheet says M for male and elf for race. Melf. I mean, he has a full name, but that came later.
I prefer his mouse meteors, or I think it's tiny meteors or minute.
Minute
Minute?
minute meters.
No, it's close.
Yeah, because alliteration was all the rage in 19.
Oh, it still is now.
So yeah, you return. You get your pants. I guess you meditate.
Yes, I'm done for the night. So
Yeah.
this
This time around, you didn't get drunk, so you don't have to get.
Is the ogre behind the bar still up?
Yeah, he basically sleeps there. He has like a cot and everything.
Okay, if he's awake throughout the night, I would like to learn how he got his headband.
Oh, well,
It's not super important. It's just information that Marcus is curious about.
Well, you see, I got into a fight with these orcs. Not orcs, they were dwarves. And the little Briters decided that they wanted to scalp me. Which didn't go so well for them. They should have killed me first before they scalped me. So I
Well,
punted one. I punted one of them. They thought I was dead. Was kind of half dead. But they took most of my scalp. So now the blood was running in my eyes. So I decided, well, I'm just gonna have to get something to, keep the blood out of my face. Which that's where I got it. And then, when you work the kitchens, my old boss used to be a hill giant. Hence the sleeping giant part. In fact, you realize that the cot is actually bigger than he is. Actually, it's like having a queen bed, right? So it's pretty big. So for a giant, a smallish hill giant, I suppose it would be the right size, more or less. But him, actually, it's a bigger bed. In fact, when you look at him, it's like he has this whole area which is just oversized. Even for him, a little bit for him. And he keeps detailing about, to Greyhawk, he nearly got killed again by the guards, but he was able to, work with the work for the Merchants Guild, doing, protecting their caravans, and most people don't mess with an ogre, so well, and eventually he got a job here doing a side gig, cleaning dishes and the like, and eventually the hill giant, he died. And I kind of, have just enough money to pay for the taxes to transfer the property to me. So I kept the name.
Hold on. I'm actually very curious about something now. I'm just going to confirm details before I follow through with this. So this ogre worked with the Merchants Guild, has a headband of intellect giving him 19 intelligence, correct?
Yes.
Cool. My response to that is, oh, that's very interesting. Have you heard any... You might be more aware of dealings myself then. And anything about the Ollivander family?
That was a bit of a tragedy, wasn't it? I heard there was a fire.
It was.
But
I'm curious about before the tragedy, though, because
well, when you're in
the
the
old
tricky...
man was a merchant.
Well, I heard that he had a martial background. I heard rumors on the guild that he had been working with them for a while, even was in the army and everything. Make quite a bit of enemies, and not just orcs and the like, when you clash swords with people. So maybe he made an enemy or something.
Anybody who you think might be able to further clarify the exact details of those enemies?
No, I don't. I don't get into the business. You know how it is.
Absolutely.
Present company accepted, of course.
And and then that's the end of current. That's the end of relevant conversation. Everything else is just whatever happens. Talk for a little bit here or there, but nothing important.
Yeah. I noticed that you don't sleep much. Room's not to your liking, sir?
Oh no, it's not the room. I've been trapped on an island for 5 years, and part of my means of survival was making it so I did not have to sleep.
I come from the south. I know the feeling of keep. I hate to be speciesist, I suppose, but we ogres are a rough bunch.
You are, but you're doing a good job for it.
Well, I just keep my ear to the ground, my eyes open, and as long as I'm not bothering most people, right, and don't ask for a lady's arm marriage or something, I think I'll be. I keep to myself, and most people are not stupid enough to try to get a fight in. Yeah,
I'm sure you might find a lady at some point, but yes, no. Last time I tried to sleep, I saw horrible visions of every possible way I could have been murdered on the island. Wasn't fun.
Yeah.
I
could tell you how ogres usually kill people.
Oh, and that's the thing. The rest of the night is me reading and having that conversation back and forth
Yeah.
of him talking about how ogres usually kill people, and me talking about the horrible things that I've seen trying to survive.
Yeah, and he seems to be pretty calm about what you're telling him. And his side of the conversation essentially turns into like a cookbook for humanoids, as in how do you cook elves, dwarves, halflings, humans, right? Mush them in a stew. If you have halflings, 2 of them at the same time. Gnomes usually get 2.5 portions because there's and kind of streaky,
I
And
find
you're
it
muted.
all hyper interesting.
Yeah. Well, he says with a straight face, and once in a while he says like preface that he prefers mutton and veal and stuff like that. It's more meaty, actually better on the stomach, than a stringy elf or like 3 halflings in a cup or something. It's not good.
True, it makes perfect sense.
As you guys are talking,
I think we.
I'm sorry. Is Lael still awake after he scrubs up, or no?
Well, depends if you want to sleep or not. You meditate, you can sleep.
I just wanted to double check, if with the meditation, would I be aware of this conversation or no?
You can.
If you were in the
They're
same
keeping it
room,
low.
you
They're
could be.
keeping it low, right? You have to be in the common room to hear any sort of conversation. He knows he doesn't want to hurt his guest, so he's shouting. Although
All right,
his voice kind of carrots because he's an ogre, but he knows his way around trying to be too loud. So you would have to be at least in the common room to be aware of the conversation, and you have to be like near the front desk to actually hear the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
But yeah, next morning, Marcus is all good. I would have also checked the status of my court case.
Okay. In the morning, Hicks, you get a message by courier.
Huh, where'd my pants go? And why is there soot everywhere? A message, okay.
It's basically, wow, that's a lot of static.
Yeah, it came back.
I don't know.
And basically, yep, I think I know where it's coming from. It's a summons to the mayor's an office.
Ah, good. So this is the second part. I was gonna ask soon, I'm trying to remember where we last left that off, and I think that was they were having discussions.
Yeah.
And now's the point where I'm returning to them. I think.
Yeah, remember that he said that you got a heads up that that Lord Mastering was going to come to Greyhawk to discuss the border situation with you, basically. Not with you, but with the oligarchy, in order to make sure that his claim over the border regions would fall to him and not to you.
Right, so this is the time for that to happen. So that's the fun part.
The thing is that you got actually Mr. Stewart basically sent you a missive, like giving you a heads up that you would have lost if you weren't there, because
But now I'm here to defend it all, and so I have a busy day ahead of myself.
Mm-hmm. So what do you do?
Well, definitely get dressed, clean up, make sure everything's good, find my pants. Why are they over here? Who cares? And, well, I'm going to probably head out to that, and I'm going to inform everyone that that's what I'm going to be doing today. I know you are always interested in this sort of thing, Marcus. You're always invited to come. So is everyone else. I suspect I may have to do some defending of our actions so far, too.
If I have the day free, if I don't have to follow up with any of my stuff, I'll gladly come.
Yeah, the court case is still ongoing. It might be later in the week when you get your first first trial, basically.
Not a problem.
Don't you just love shuffling between courthouses?
Don't you have something else you're doing, Marcus?
Oh, that's easy. I was already gonna get on top of that. I'll send a message to my contacts to set up that game.
Okay. Yeah, they'll do that.
I take my chutes and ladders very seriously.
Lael, Bearcat, what are you interested in doing?
English. What was the cost of that game? I believe it was either 200 or 500 to set up.
It's
For the
the original stakes are 100 per player is 500. It could go higher, but that's usually the regular high stake game. So it's 100 to get in with a 500 top as you play. On average.
Did we also get the money from the performance at the Opera House, or is that yet to come in?
That's yet to come in.
Okay, so in that case, we will have to go into group funds possibly for the on top, because I can easily cover the individual entrance for myself. I know that Kix can cover himself, but
yeah, I'm down to 190 right now.
I mean, the beauty of it is though, you can just steal that money back.
Oh, 100%. So yeah, no, I will go. I will get that set up, and yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna be busy doing that, Bearcat. Lael?
No, I literally need to send a messenger.
Oh, there you go then. But what about you two guys?
I was actually going to ask, maybe Bearcat, do you know where I can find like lock picking tools? Did I say that too loud?
That gonna be a no.
Yeah, an old-fashioned police officer comes up and puts his hand on your shoulder and says, "Son, I'm gonna need you to come with me."
Yeah, that's gonna be a. I do not know how to get those.
I guess you're gonna be busy shopping around, Lael. What about you then, Bearcat?
I think I'm just gonna kind of chill for a while.
Okay.
Maybe do some hand exercises.
Yeah, Angar, you seem excited about your own plans,
Oh,
correct?
buddy, PG stream.
In that case, then, I suppose I'm going, and probably just with Marcus, then, by the sound of
Wait,
it. That
you
right?
try playing an instrument for 5 or 6 hours, alright?
I can. I took tantric yoga.
I tried once, and my hands still regret it. I think I burned the woodwind, too.
Is that what we're calling it now?
Yeah, there are two levels of this conversation.
So,
Oh, gosh.
I'm basically just gonna take a day off.
Okay.
Right. So I think it's me and Marcus, then, off to go to City Hall.
Mhm.
That's accurate.
Okay, so I'll be good. There's a detachment of soldiers outside, all wearing the tabard that you recognize from Lord Mastron. There's about 6 of them, 6 to 8 of them. And one of the steward's assistants ushers you in. So city be presented with the oligarchy. Otherwise, the situation will get worse. And you walk in, and you see Lord Mastron and his taller bodyguard and full plate, right?
Yep.
Sword, everything. It's like, and he just like, oh. And he rounds on the steward and says, "So this is your doing then? Supposed to be easy, but now it has to be complicated."
I've never been one for taking the easy path. How are you, Lord Maestron? Wonderful morning, isn't it? That cut off, but I can see the sneer. That was great.
He said he was annoyed, basically.
Of course. Well, by the
don't
sounds of
understand
all
how
the
you should be
shouting,
annoyed with such events going on. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Marcus Klein Ollivander.
Good for you.
Hopefully it will be.
but by the sounds of it, it doesn't seem like they're going to be in session for some time. That's a shame.
Well, I already presented my claims, and they're valid. If I'm to protect the area under my absolute control, we cannot have rival military forces in my domain. I think that makes perfect sense. Don't you agree, Castellan? And basically, Castellan's like, well, both of you, my lords, are barons of the domain of Greyhawk, and share joint responsibility in defending our southern from Pomarsh aggression. Perhaps joint patrols will be better. It would make it easier for you to defend your flank, so to speak. Hate to see enemy forces just shimmy down the middle and embarrass and outflank you both. Well, my forces can do that very easily enough. They can take care of it. They're well disciplined. They're not peasant levies. And the way he says peasant is almost like saying pissant, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just one syllable away.
Every sentence of his is an insult intentionally.
Yeah. And so I don't see the possibilities. After all, one cannot be lord of other man's lands, nor can allow another man's or lizards' lands to intrude ours. That should have been surveyed better when it was done. There's clearly a mistake done by the city surveyors, and it should be corrected then. Oh, of course, we could correct that. It will take several weeks to get the surveyors down and get the demarcation line. In the middle of winter, with snow covering the land. Yes. I can see the competence of this city. Seems
That's
right.
a good point. You might want to wait until the snow melts, too. I think it's only about 3 more months until winter officially ends, isn't that right? Oh, but the snow continues all the way down into spring, doesn't it, up here in these climates?
So it turns to Kix and he was like, I do believe it hasn't snowed very heavily here yet. We will sell pretty soon. So he does make a point. And rarely does the enemy actually commit his troops to attack in the winter, being that their orcs are cowardly and their goblins are weak. So I don't see a problem there. Your flanks are secure for now. It is and Master said it's a matter of justice, control, and mastery of the land, as a baron should, as a lord. It's not merely a matter of military convenience.
The moment he said
turns.
military convenience,
Mm-hmm.
Marcus will just very politely, well, I'm actually baffled by this term military convenience. There's nothing convenient about military at any point in time or statement. It is the place of hardworking individuals, and if you see it as military convenience, well, I would need you to further explain that so I can grasp what you mean.
And his bodyguard turns to you and says, my master has nothing to explain to you, Charles. Please keep your position.
And I will look to the official of the city and being like, well, if you understand military convenience as an explanation, then I accept it.
Gentlemen, please. Clearly, we are at a impasse. So further, the surveyors could come down when convenient. They could land temporary positions in the winter and then revise them as soon as make sure that everybody has a thing. But as the gentleman, Mr. Ollivander has of the family of the Ollivanders, great respected name in this city, has stated, there's nothing as military convenience, only military necessity. Perhaps we should reevaluate and Matthew, when he says reevaluate, it's like clearly I'm speaking with fools and ignorant dullards. Call me when the oligarchy is ready to see me. It should be within the week. Let's go. And he turns around, and you can almost hear the switch of the as he departs.
Yeah, the
And-
cape,
and-
the
and
dramatic
you-
cape.
And you can see that the bodyguard is like he's between like angry in position, like mirroring his master, but it's also a bit exasperated. Like,
Yeah, he has to deal with this every day.
yeah. And so they walk off, and it's like, well, we see that Lord Masterin hasn't matured much the few months that he's become a baron, maybe the year at most.
As productive as he's always been, I suppose.
It's a good thing we haven't been attacking the southern border. I hate to put this individual to the test.
Well, Fortune's favored us so far. I don't suppose he brought any actual news with him, or did he just come with complaints?
He brings whatever most nobles outside of the city will, which is complaints. When everything is fine, they don't need Greyhawk. When everything is a problem, they need us.
Of course.
How convenient.
I should make note to maybe give you a pleasant visit every once in a while, then.
You would be welcome, my lord. That would be a change. A glad tiding indeed. By the way, now that you have you heard of Masterin's concerns.
Of course.
Do you have any ideas to fix the situation that might be to your advantage? After technically, he is right. We shouldn't be able to. We should have split. We can't split the difference just because. It's very awkward, and I do not want my two barons, my two strongest, well, technically strongest positions in the south, to be at each other's throats. Orcs are dangerous not because they're strong and numerous, very cunning. I literally would not want you to be caught with your pants down.